Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Tony's Picks Happy Hour for Thursday, July 3rd. We're ready for a holiday weekend here, but we got some business to take care of for Thursday night's action, and I've got a couple of great handicappers here to join me for the scoop here. Ron Crawford, Brian Palmer. Guys, thank you for joining me. Ron, good night tonight here. We got some Major League Baseball, some WNBA to cover, and maybe we'll find a few other things to talk about. How's it going, my friend?
Horrible last night, man. I had a couple. They won the game, but didn't win by the run line and lost them late, both the Cubs and the Seattle Mariners. So ended up losing day for me. Unfortunately, those could have turned it in my favor right there, 3-5. But we'll get it back tonight. And yeah, we got CFL, we got W, we got even got some MLS for tonight there, Ramon.
Well, maybe I'll find a pick there in tonight's game. Brian Palmer joining us as well. Brian, how'd you do last night?
Oh, better, Ramon. Better night last night. Did 2-1, a little profit on the side, so feeling good about that. Bounced back lovely. Hoping to make it a win-win again tonight. You know, going to the fourth with a happy feeling.
And got Rod on the ones and twos, so all the Rod fans, don't worry about it. He's right here with us, making sure I don't screw up. So let's get to the action.
Hey, shout out Matthew Chase, new member. Thank you very much. Thank you for the
terrific
support.
Yeah. Awesome. Hey, make sure you join us. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, Tony's Picks, here on YouTube. Great shows like this every day. And let's get into some of the action here tonight. We do have a decent Major League Baseball card still to come with 8 games. We were watching the Astros and the Rockies here. We got a game that's still yet to be decided, 5-5 here heading into the late innings. So we'll keep you posted as that goes along. All right, let's take a look at a few of these games. Maybe we'll just divide them up Rod style. We got 8 games tonight, so why not look at them maybe a little 4-4 all the way through that 7 o'clock, 7:15 start time with the Angels and the Braves. We've got Detroit taking on Washington with ends going up against Irvin. We've got the Yankees and Blue Jays. Schmidt and Bassett continuing in that big series in Toronto. Brewers and Mets, a rematch from the playoffs last year. Quintana and Peterson, and that said Angels and Braves game. Don't sleep on that one with Soriano and Elder. Ron, what you got here in the early block?
Well, my spreadsheet play of the day video was the Seattle Mariners, but then there was a pitching change. So now it is the LA Angels. We got them at plus money. So take the LA Angels in that one. And if you go against Toronto, I wish you luck, but I'm not doing it. That's 7 in a row now. The Yankees have lost on the road against the AL East, man. They got some problems going on. I don't know if Stanton's a cancer since he's come back, but something is definitely wrong with that lineup. So I'm going to keep riding Toronto, and we're getting plus 115 there.
Well, it could be in first place now by the end of the night. We keep talking about it.
They're tied now, right? Both 48-38. Yeah, they're tied now. So
sneaking up on them here, and don't forget about the Rays. Just a half a game back. All right, Brian, what do you got here in this squad?
Yeah, first one I'm going to look at here is that Blue Jays-Yankees game, and I do agree with Ron there. I do lean towards the Blue Jays in this game, but I am a little scared seeing that their bullpen has been roughed up the last few nights. They've used a lot of their arms there. So I kind of just, instead of choosing the side, I think the best thing for me to play in this game would be the Yankees team total over. I think that there's going to be some runs scored, and I think they can get us over that 4.5. So I'm going to take the Yankees team total over 4.5. The Brewers and Mets game, you're looking at Jose Quintana and David Peterson on the mound. Their last few starts, if you look at the numbers, they both looked like they've been rough, but both of them have pitched mostly where they're not comfortable. David Peterson on the road and Quintana at home. Quintana on the road is way better than at home. He has a 1.31 ERA over the road over 6 starts. And Peterson's way better at home rather than on the road, as he has a 2.22 ERA at home. I think we're going to take that total under 8.5 tonight.
Sounds good on that one, Brian. That was going to go along with that was going to be my one of my plays to look at here on the show. So let you ride with that one, and maybe I can go ahead and touch here on the Tigers and the Nationals. How about that? I'll cover this one since you guys covered the others so Well, here I'll take the over with Detroit and Washington with ends on the mound here going forward. Detroit looks like they'll have a few arms certainly out there. And Urban, yeah, he's been in there for some wins for sure. I think that's kind of his game. Just keep the team in the game here. He does have a 4.73 ERA so far this season. So I'm going to go over here in this one. The Tigers are, kind of an over team this season. And we saw Washington put up a big number on the Tigers actually yesterday. So give me the over as my play here in this first group of games. All right. Shout out everyone also in the chat. Make sure you put your plays in there as well. Richard Lockhart, thank you. He's got Brewers money line, Giants money line.
Gorky's in there. Gorky, what's up, buddy?
Gorky got let's see here. He's already on that Rockies money line there, but he's got a sweat coming. He's got the Yankees on the run line, and says that the pen for the Jays
and Ticats. All right. Look at that in a bit.
Cover the CFL game tonight. Yes, let's go to the late card here with our next four games. Cleveland at the Cubs. That's going to be a pitching change here for Cleveland. They'll have the left-hander Cantillo. We saw Ortiz currently suspended with pay. There might be a little bit of a gambling investigation. I'll just say this, Ron. Ron.
I was cashing against him all year. I'm pissed. I'm going to tell you right now.
It's a little bit of a topic, right? Look, I don't want to be. I'm on a gambling channel. We want our gambling. We want the whole thing.
Hanging out with Malik Beasley
right. Here's the thing, right? What operator is offering micro betting to make it substantial enough that they would be inconvenienced by large betting on one pitch? Something doesn't add up here, and I think that maybe those integrity associations, I don't know if the integrity people are doing their job. I won't question it, but you're welcome to come on here. I believe Tony will let us do it and talk about it, but there's just no chance that micro betting is being influenced with players making millions of dollars. I can get on board with some of the other hijinks that maybe goes on, but in pitch betting, what book? Come on, book, talk to me. We'll have you on the show. What book is taking enough money to influence the market there? So we'll see what happens in that. Oh, sorry for the rant, guys.
No, you're good. I was making money all year against this guy, man. I was mad.
Hey, that's another story. Ron, you make money however you can off these mediocre pitchers, my friend. All right.
Now I know why.
Cantillo and Horton there. San Francisco and Arizona. Hot Robbie Ray in there against Arizona and Brandon Pfaadt. You got Kansas City and Seth Lugo up against that pitching change you noted there with Wu. Wu's going to get pushed back there, I think, Ron, right? And Evans will
tomorrow he's going to go.
Tonight now. And Evans there now with that pitching change. They're just the slightest of favorites. And Brian, White Sox and Dodgers tonight. Hey, I didn't hit my prop last night, but we saw a great moment there with Clayton Kershaw. Get that strikeout. I had ordered some tacos, and I thought he'd be out of the game by the fourth or fifth inning. I had to wait till the sixth inning before I went over to the Mexican food shop after he struck out that batter to set that milestone. White Sox and Dodgers tonight, Savali and May. Brian, what you got in these four games?
First I'm going to look at is the Giants D-backs game. Now you got Robbie Ray on the mound for the Giants. The D-backs are rolling out Brandon Pfaadt. Robbie Ray has looked great on the season, 2.75 ERA, a little rocky in his last few starts, giving up a few here and there. Pfaadt is a gas can over his last few games. He has a 6.26 ERA. I think that the Giants bats can actually do something tonight. I don't know how much they can do, but I'm just going to lean towards the Giants money line, and I lean towards the over in that game.
All right, and Ron, how about this block?
Well, I'm with Brian. I like the over in this one. I really lean to San Francisco as they come out on my spreadsheet in a nice 45-23 system. However, they're 2-8 in that system, so there's no way I can lay a road favorite with the Giants there. Only way I could look is at the over in that one. And yeah, my Royals are now dog of the day, so we're going to back them with the pitching change going from Wu to Logan Evans. Now, Logan Evans was up before he got reassigned to AAA Tacoma, and now he's come back. So he does have enough innings pitched to get in my system, but I'm still looking at the Royals with a better pitcher here. I know the runs are kind of hard to come by. I would still look at that under 7.5 in that one. And another spreadsheet play of the day is the Dodgers. So I'll lay 2.5 in that one with May. I don't trust Savali at all. So yeah, we're going to go with the Dodgers, lay the extended.
All right, and tonight in the group, I have reassessed the Cleveland game with Cantillo starting against Horton here, and what the Guardians will bring. We know the Guardians don't bring a very steady offense, that's for sure. I mean, I've got them in the bottom of the league here right now, at least the bottom 5 or so, maybe even a little bit lower here right now, the way things are going with this offense. So I do have the under here tonight with Cleveland and the Cubs. Not going to sleep certainly on this Cubs lineup here, especially with Tucker and Crow Armstrong against a left-hander early on in the game. But I think the adjustment here, currently at 8.5, I'm actually seeing it shaded to the under. Maybe that is a little bit of a move here, even with the pitching change, but I will take the under here with Cleveland and the Cubs here tonight. I saw one question in the chat about the dome, about the conditions there. I believe the roof is closed tonight in Toronto, but I don't have the information right here while I'm producing the show. Anybody can chime in there in the chat. So, all right. And okay, I think we got all those comments in the chat. Thank you guys on that. Okay, let's move to WNBA action here tonight. We got a 5-pack going, 5 big games here tonight. Ron, you and I have already talked about these, but we certainly can rehash it with this good card here tonight, and you guys can just pick and choose. I'll go over the entire card with the lines here for the games. Okay, we've got the Sparks. They're on the road here against the Liberty. This one's down to 10 right now with Jonquel Jones out of the lineup here tonight for the Liberty, and that one has moved the line. Certainly the Liberty opened a little higher, and the total there 170. Aces and Fever. Aces all the way up to 4.5. The line moved, guys, even though we already knew that Clark was extremely doubtful for the game. Maybe the public kind of was late to the table here a little bit, but the line's up to 4.5. 163. Storm at Dream. Maybe the game of the night here with Seattle now down to a pick 'em. In fact, I show at DraftKings right now Atlanta, the 1-point favorite at -105. So a little bit of pullback here with Atlanta in this one tonight. Ryan Howard is definitely still out last I checked, and we'll see. So also Mercury at Dallas. You do have Mercury here favored by 11.5 or 12 here. We do know Wings right now. Arike Agumbawale, she is out with a thumb injury, but Paige Beckers is in, but still Carrington she's out. You got to wonder if she's on her way, Ron. You told me maybe in Vegas here, following her girlfriend over there. We'll take her here in Vegas. And also Misha Hines Allen has been upgraded within the last 10 minutes to probable in that game. Maybe that's been the 0.5 point move to make it 11.5. Total 165 down to 165.5. And finally, it'll be the Washington Mystics against Minnesota. Minnesota 11.5 point favorite. Total here 155. Ron.
Yeah, we covered all these on the 2-3 zone. Nothing's really changed. We kind of were all over it at the beginning. I still like the over in Los Angeles and New York. Sparks giving it up, and New York has been giving it up big time, giving up almost 90 points a game their last 5. So I'm going to look at the over in that one. This is a revenge spot for the Aces, plus you got the Fever and a letdown spot. They probably are the better team on paper, even without Caitlin Clark. But I think this is an Aces spot. I took the money line like 135. It's way gone now, but so look at the Aces. Remember, Indiana did beat them in Las Vegas a couple of weeks ago. I got a premium on Seattle and Atlanta. Not going to touch that one. Sabali returns to Dallas tonight, right, Ramon? So I'm going to see what's going on there. And I know Paige Beckers is in now. We still know that Dallas and Phoenix are going to get up and over that total. So I would look at the over 165.5. And does Minnesota bounce back after that horrible 59-point performance? I don't think Washington can score, but I do love them on the road. I have got +12.5 Washington in that one, but I would look at the under because I think Minnesota was probably with the number one defense, rebound, number one defensive rebound, number one, 3-point defense. I mean, they may hold Washington in the 60s here tonight. So just kind of looking at that kind of changed my mind since the 2-3 zone. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Probably an under. And I think Minnesota may just put it on them, but you never know what will happen.
All right, Brian, the ladies tickle your fancy tonight?
No, I have none in the W tonight, boys. I'm sorry.
No problem, brother. I just wanted to say that. All right, for me in this one, I'm still going to ride here. I've lost a few points on this one with Seattle and Atlanta. I do like it over tonight. Man, it's down all the way to 157.5, so I'm going to keep it as my free play here tonight with Seattle and Atlanta. Looks like the best game of the night here. Atlanta is kind of an over team when they've been an underdog, but you look at that big move to the under here is opened as high as 162. Maybe the general opener was 160, and with Ryan Howard out of this game here, I'm still going to go under tonight. Man, it's getting pretty low, but I'm going to take the under here with Seattle and Atlanta here tonight. All right, we can move here a little bit to some CFL action possibly here, guys, if you're interested. Ron, you got Winnipeg here tonight. Calgary maybe not looking great on paper. They do have currently a 2-1 record here, but they're an underdog, and the line's been moving to Winnipeg here all day, actually up now to 4.5. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm showing 5 here now as I get on the air here with you guys. So, look, Caleros is in. We know that, Ron. And,
Brady's in, too.
Yeah, Oliveira in for this game after he missed 2 straight games. Look, here's the thing about Winnipeg and their chances maybe long-term here, too, right? Because Peterson was a terrific fill-in for a couple of games, and now when you got 2 guys that maybe can do some damage here out of the backfield with Winnipeg to complement Dembski and Shane and maybe even Wheatball, maybe I can see why this side for Winnipeg continues to move. 5's a little bit dicey. They did take some the obvious move here against Calgary. Vernon Adams, he's looked a bit shaky, but like I said, Ron, they are currently 2-1 still and 2-1 ATS. Winnipeg's covered all 3 of their games, Ron.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the over in this one. I just with Oliveira back and Zach Caleros, I think they just roll. I think it goes way over 51. I think we get a high scoring game. Just don't trust Calgary. I don't know. They won that game in the rain last weekend. That really wasn't much, but I just I got to go with the Bombers over here. I got a premium on the side in that one, but yeah, I like the over big time.
Over in the game, right? Not the Bombers team. You're saying over in the game, not the team.
No, over in the game. Yeah, over 51 is what I'm going to play. Bad news out of Liverpool. I guess we're seeing Gorky's mentioning Zota and Andre. So 2 Portuguese soccer brothers killed in a car accident. Wow.
Ron, definitely overnight. Actually, it's been about over 12 hours now since we learned about.
Thanks, Gorky. I didn't know about that. Yeah, thank you.
Just awful. Maybe we'll see in the investigation. They were going. Maybe they were in a Lamborghini, and the report was they were trying to pass cars there, and ended up crashing off to the side, and the Lamborghini burst into flames. But a legend, very, very strong player, Diogo Jota there, and his brother who does play Division 2 in Portugal. But for Jota, we've seen him run many important goals over the last few years for Liverpool. Not just losing a family man with his wife. Ronnie just got married 2 weeks ago to his school sweetheart. They had 3 children, and tragedy there with Liverpool. I mean, look, every team, you hurt for them, but man, Liverpool,
Portuguese national, and
of course, his family will never walk alone. All right, let's. Brian, anything here? We tried to talk Brian into capping some CFL with us last night off the air, and we'll probably just get him to watch. Maybe we could talk him into at least watching tonight's game. But he's only got a few more weeks. He wants to worry about that when bring out the real pigskin. But you're gonna watch the. Hey, I got a 3-0 team against a 2-1 team. He's gonna check it out at least.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna at least check it out tonight. I got the CBS app all ready to go, man. I got
there
it
you
ready
go,
on
man.
the TV in my room, ready to watch it. I'm gonna start capping it. That and the WNBA.
That'd be a good game tonight.
I will have some plays.
Should be a good one.
All right, we're turning him into a sicko if he wasn't already with us a little bit. But tonight pretty decent game with the Western Division, Winnipeg and Calgary there tonight. Important game. I mean, I don't want to sleep on Calgary too much. I got a premium in that one I'll tell you about in just a moment. All right, it's going to do it for the main sports. We'll talk that little MLS probably here with Ron in just a moment. Let's get ready for our props and segment where we can give out what we want to give out, Ron. And so go ahead here. Is it going to be MLS? Do you have something for us? Something else for us that I'm missing?
Yeah, I like New York FC Club tonight. You probably have to lay -1. You can get plus money at that. But you look at Toronto after winning as an underdog. They've lost 5 straight games. So, or as an underdog, lost 5 straight games going into it. So, I'm gonna look at NYFC definitely in that one. What I got tonight, I got 3-pack in Major League Baseball. And I got my WNBA 3-point play, and I got one in the CFL for you, but also one in the MLS. So we'll look at that one as well. Like I said, a rough -1.5 last night cost me a winning night, man. But they both won, so I guess that's a good thing, right? So if you are playing those -1s, I guess you got to push there. Like Al says, that's why I always take that -1 because at least I can get a push. So you bet a portion on the money line and a portion on the run line, and you come out pretty much even. So it works every time for that. But turning around in WNBA starting tonight, hopefully, and I've been red hot in MLB the last 30 days. So definitely it's that dog days of summer, guys. So get ready for that. Also, shout out to Mr. Tony T. It's his birthday today, and I'll celebrate mine tomorrow. So maybe I'll be on the morning show tomorrow.
Tony and Ron, right? Happy birthday, Tony and Ron. And Ron, the whole country celebrates
they do.
Ron's birthday here with the 4th of July.
kind of sucked when I was a kid. It's like, what do you get Ronnie for his birthday? I'll get him bottle rockets. It's a shitload, man. We got a lot of fireworks when I was a kid.
Last I checked, you have both your hands, so
I do. I got both of them. Still playing the guitar. Right? Yeah. So
all right, Brian, what's for sale tonight over at Tony's Picks? And do you have something you can give us, a little prop, a little parlay that I can write down and bet?
Yes, sir. Last night I ended up hitting that 4-legger for you guys. We took the Astros, the Dodgers, the Rangers, and I forgot what the 4th was, but we hit the Dodgers, Astros, Rangers, and something else. I don't remember. But that one hit. So we're going to try to do it again for you tonight. We're going to do a couple dogs, too. We're going to take the Angels money line. We're going to take the Blue Jays money line. And we're going to take – what was the other one? Angels, Blue Jays. There was one more dog I was looking at. The Royals. Money line.
Those are exactly my dogs on my spreadsheet. Exactly. Yep.
Okay. Well, you heard it right here from two cappers agreeing on these underdogs tonight. Wow. Go ahead, Brian. I know you got to finish up your promotion.
So look, take those 3 dogs tonight, and then over on the site, I got 2 premium plays up for you guys. Like I said last night, bounced back, got 2 out of 3. So just looking to sweep the board tonight. There was a few games in the MLB that I definitely wanted to throw in there, but I just couldn't get to them on the premium side. So I at least got 2 up for you guys, man. Go scoop them up. Pair me up with your favorite capper, 2-for-1 capper promotion, and use that promo code Tony T at checkout. And as Ramon said earlier, happy birthday, Tony T, and shout out Ron. I hope you have a great day tomorrow, man.
Will do.
Yeah, no doubt, guys. Happy birthday. All right. And in the chat, I see Torian Shepard here. He says, how about the total for the night in the MLS? He says, do you like the over? I don't. I actually like the under. Ron, I like the under. I was impressed. I know Toronto.
I got a premium on it.
Okay. Did I give? Oh, I don't.
No, you're good. Oh, yeah, I'm just saying I got the premium on that one. So that's right.
Okay, I don't want to go. I am on the under in this game.
Very good.
Look, Toronto's 10-20, and they've had they looked okay last game. That's going to be tough here. They are a goal underdog against NYCFC. My play here on the show is going to be on the under 2.5, to the over there in that one. And appreciate everyone in the chat. Let me get my promotion here ready. I actually wasn't quite prepared here with no Rod today, but over at Tony'sPicks.com, I do have my premium plays up there for today. I've already scored today with the Miami Marlins this morning. I had them against Minnesota in that 4-1 victory. I also scored in tennis in a great match today between two powerful young players as I took went against the Canadian. I hope Rod's already driving up and isn't listening to the show, but I did take Haley Baptiste over in Boco, but it was a good match today between two powerful young players that you're going to see a lot more of in the future. So we're off to an okay start here. Some wins so far on the site, and I've got a 3-pack of games loaded up in a package, including 2 in Major League Baseball today on that 8-game card, and my top play in the CFL will be a 3-pack tonight over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout, save 15% off all those premium pick packages. And also, I do have a $19 discount best bet with my top play in the WNBA tonight. So check me out. I'm only 15-4-1 is what it says there in the last 30 days over with the WNBA at Tony'sPicks.com. That's why I'm on Tony'sPicks.com, so you can check out my documented records. I don't have any access to the site other than as a contractor. They give me the back end, and I get to make the picks against some of the toughest lines in the world. So you're not 15-4, join me over at Tony'sPicks.com for some WNBA action tonight. All right, guys, appreciate it. Thanks to everybody in the chat as well here, including Gorky and Andre. Andre's got his props out there big time tonight in the WNBA. Asia Wilson over in her points. Skylar Diggins over in her points. Paige Becker's over in their points. Hamby over in her rebounds, and Brianna Stewart over in her points. That sounds like a lot of overs, too. Andre, maybe it's just those players there. So, all right, thanks, Gorky, JM, Andrew K in there as well. Go Leafs, go there. Says you can check out, is the Dome open? Oh, wow, I didn't even know there's an account.
Did we figure out if it's open or not?
Maybe we should, go. I didn't know there was is a Dome open account. Man, that sounds a lot easier there than the way I was doing it. I think actually, though, they haven't posted there yet. So my information says closed, but you see it there. It was open yesterday, and there is some rules to it with the temperature and everything. You guys might know better than even I do. Here, Andre in the chat as well.
Yeah, Andre got Kia Tigers tomorrow morning. Take them.
Okay, appreciate it with the KBO coverage there from
the video should be out. It's been pretty religious getting up there by 8 o'clock at night. So yeah, pretty good. It's been on. No complaints.
It says that the roof is expected to be open tonight.
Very sunny. Gorky's up there. He'll tell you.
That's pretty solid there. Raz in the chat as well. AOD, thank you, my friend, for being here. I hope I was able. Solo stop by as well. He said Nat's money line is his play. So a free play from one of our cappers there with Solo and Richard Lockhart as well. So I think I've covered everybody there. Guys, this is a chance to say your piece on the way out. I'll throw it out there first. Look, I think the popular sentiment is that Joey Chestnut is over the hill and he can't get his record setting. Now he'll win. We know he'll win the hot dog eating contest. He may even cover the 19 or 20 hot dogs that he's favored over the second place. I think he'll get the record. Come on, this is a return to the contest.
Yeah, because he wasn't there, right? He wasn't there last year.
Yeah, he was suspended for he wasn't they weren't gambling. He was suspended for joining another promoting some other products, not Nathan.
Gambling.
I don't even know if I can say Nathan's on this.
Everybody's gambling now, right? Yep.
So I'm going to go over there. I think the popular sentiment is he can't do it anymore. And look, I don't know if you guys know this, but there is a website for the IFOCE. That's the Competitive Eating Organization, and I've been studying the stats. And he's been going down on his eating, but I think he'll get the record tomorrow. Go ahead, guys. Anything on the way out?
Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow. Ramon will have a cake for me, so I'm good.
Nothing for me,
He already
guys.
gave me fireworks. He already gave me fireworks, so I was looking for a cake tomorrow, right?
All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody, on the Happy Hour. We'll be back tomorrow at 5 Eastern and 2 Pacific with more sports betting coverage. We'll be here July 4th on the holiday. I'll be here. You be here, too, with us for more sports betting action here on Friday night. All right, it's going to do it for the Happy Hour. For Brian Palmer, Ron Crawford, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, everybody. Good luck. Just log out, Brian.
Okay.
See you later.